Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, because my sister Vavina is here. So, good night, special to you and whoever is on that part of the globe. Thank you once again for joining. And of course, what are we doing here? Answering to the $1 million question, why on passive? And today we have a very interesting topic which says unpassive brings a paradigm shift for teachers and lecturers. So education is whatever name you want to call it. Guys, let's know what you think. Let's discuss this. Let's bless someone today. Hello, sis. My sister is taking forever to unmute, guys. Just bear with her. I don't know what's happening.
Sorry,
All
my my things were dropping from where I put them here. I was trying to grab it before it falls on the ground. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today. Yes, we are discussing this topic today. Thank you for joining us every day, Monday to Friday. Those who are returning, thank you. For those who have subscribed, for those who haven't subscribed, kindly consider doing so and hit the notification bell. As you've heard, we are talking about a paradigm shift for teachers and lecturers. Like we said, this our oyster has
Oh,
loads
yeah.
of yummy for everybody,
I know. It's
So it's
just
nice
crazy,
to see
isn't
you
it?
here.
Yes.
Brav Kafu and Sister Vavin, I can see the love flowing there. Yes, say hello to each other and, just get and join in the conversation. Let us know what you think about it, what you have heard, your experience, and what you think as well. We might get an idea. Don't forget, we got an idea from Sister Comfort yesterday where we can adopt a family. You understand me? Once the apples start dropping, you can adopt a family. So stay tuned, do contribute, and let's hear what you have to say as well. Sister Comfort, over to you. Thank
Oh
you.
yes, of course, guys. So what we'd like to do sometimes, or most of the times, is localize our examples from what we have experienced firsthand, so that we understand exactly what we are about to do. So share in your comment section. Back home, teachers do way too much. We don't need a soothsayer to tell us that teachers are some of the most, if not the most important human beings on planet Earth, because they are nation builders. A president is there because he passed through a teacher. A doctor is there because of a teacher. You and myself can run our mouths because a teacher did a little something to us. These people, listen, you cannot give value to what they have because they do just way too much back home. And teachers, they do so much so well, with a lot of passion, mostly with very little or just no pay at all. And this makes them to kind of flee. They become victims of the brain drain. They have to move over to other countries to find greener pastures, which never really do happen, because those greener pastures most of the times are just far away hills looking very green. But when you get there, no, it's not the case. It's not what you saw, right? And then the opportunity comes, because most of the times, believe me, they just go like that. They go. I don't want to go deep into this. It feels really bad. You look even how they dress up, how they feed, and so on. You're just wondering. This is supposed to be somebody who is working, is doing a good work, but they don't get anything for it. We are not saying that they should stop teaching, because the moment they stop teaching, then there is no future for the whole world, for your country, my country, for our continent, for the entire world. If teachers stop working, stop teaching, then there is no life, because where do people go to? So what we are saying here is that finally, Mr. Ash Mufare has brought another way for teachers to do things differently, and make a living, and make that a dream living. I don't know about here. I know that in this part of the world, people work hard to do some savings and do stuff and still go on vacation. I am speaking this, and I will say it really loud, looking into your eyes, that I can hardly barely confirm that teachers from my country can have an opportunity to go on vacation. Talk like they don't have money to dress up themselves because it's not there. But then the OES, is their OE star because something new is about to happen. Sis, I'll let you go first because I can be on this forever saying I don't know what.
Yeah, I understand because it's something we're both passionate about, isn't it? Can you imagine? I love the fact that you said that everybody right now, whether from the most important person in the whole world, someone, one person, everybody passes through teachers and lecturers. And I'm telling you, right now, from where we are coming from, it is not the case as in, oh, they dress well. Some of them have good salaries here, some of them have not good salaries, comparing it to inflation.
Mhm.
But we are not even talking about inflation in the place where we come from, because
Right.
that one is not even applicable. They are not even paid well. You understand me? But can you imagine, many of them have had to, whether they're lecturers, whether they're teachers, whether university, secondary school, primary school, and even nursery, some of them have had to relocate. And this will, you see, what our CEO has started, Nabra Ash, will reduce the brain drain in Africa, because we have lovely, talented, intelligent teachers. Go and look at the Western world and see those who are either top student or top surgeons or top this or top that, whether lawyers or what. You will find that they are mostly Africans from an African nation. So what are we saying? We want a situation whereby our teachers, whether from university, from nursery down to universities, will have an opportunity not just to showcase what they have, but they don't need to travel. They can then liaise with universities, whether within the country, which means the universities within the country also will be able to, actually ask them to come and do something. Because then, if you have O Connect, Academy, they can do their lecturing and their lessons via O Connect. You understand me? Whether in the US or in the UK or in the Africa, from one African nation to another, they don't need to live where they are, and then they will get some good recognition for starters,
Mhm.
and then increments in their lifestyle, as in their payment, salary, and also good, very good teaching aid, because Academy and O Connect is very good teaching aid. Don't forget that on Academy we have that, what do you call it, the one that searches, AI is AI driven. So don't forget, if you are not concentrating and you are fidgeting, it's going to pick
Oh
you up
yeah.
that
Uh, uh,
you are not concentrating. So
distraction
and that's very
detection.
important.
Yeah, you are talking about a
Distraction
distraction.
detection,
Yeah,
thank you very
distraction
much.
detection. Yes.
Yeah,
So since I
so
want
you
to,
can
I want to.
imagine.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So I want to look at one of these things too, because when you look at like to talk about the teachers themselves, even before the institution are on its own, so much is happening. You know that when they work, one, let's just say everybody is being paid the salary. How much is this salary? Don't tell
But
me. Don't ask me.
don't forget, Sister Comfort, that even that one you are talking about, they are being paid salary. Sometimes the salary is being paid, yes, but do they receive
Is
it? No. One government
That's what
official
I'm
has put it
saying.
in a fixed deposit for the next
if we
six
if we
months or
if we
one
want
year.
to if we want to make the example more real, as a young person, I graduated from the university. I also went to the classroom, right? It's so sad how much you are being paid as a graduate. You're like, oh, really? So, you're paid at 50,000 because you have a bachelor's. They start you off with 50,000. 50,000 is less than $100, right? It's about 80 pounds like that, or 70 pounds.
80 pound, 80
Yes.
pounds a month. Yeah.
So that's nothing because you earn 50,000. Your the room that you live in is 10,000. You have to dress well. You have to feed. You have to take taxi, pay your taxi every day to work and back and stuff for 50,000. And how embarrassing it is. Their parents, because I was teaching in a boarding school. All of the students are boarders. They live in school. Children from very rich homes. And one day something embarrassing really happened. My big sign it in the office and then they count the money and put in your hand. That's how bad it is, guys. So one day I forgot my pay slip. I think I had it inside the textbook. I was a French teacher. So I forgot the thing.
Oh my
And then the
goodness.
pay slip fell in class. And a child came to me and said, I presented to all the respect that they found this in class, but then they saw it, they read through it, they saw how much I earned, It's quite less than their pocket allowance. That's how embarrassing it is. That's how degrading it is. That's how sad it is, guys. So what we're saying here is that we don't want our brothers and sisters to stop taking these 50,000 francs if that's all they have to do to take. But then they will make notes, right? They will make lesson notes for whatever level, whatever subject, whatever thing they are teaching, right? And upload on O Connect. These lessons will sell throughout the world. They will sell, the same notes will sell over and over and over and over and over. So whether your institution pays you or not, the love that you have for the nation, the sacrifice, the patriotism is still there. You will still be doing, you will still be teaching, and we love you. Please keep on doing it. There are certain people who can sack their boss the next minute when they join on passive. There are others whom no matter how much they make, you cannot sack your boss because the world depends on you. Teachers have to be there. The good news here is that they will finally have a life. A teacher will live in a building convenient enough to make him feel that it's worth it, and stuff like that. So when you just make your lesson notes and upload there on Academy, you're still there concentrating with your children. We even make it, if the institution wants to get here to visit Mr. Mufare and say, this is what we are interested in doing, we are interested in Academy and stuff like that. They get Academy. Even sometimes your children can just consume your lessons directly from the source, from O Connect, sorry, from Academy and stuff like that. Our brothers and sisters, many of them go out there to teach English language, to teach mathematics, to teach all of those things. But you know what? You
Yes.
don't need to go anymore, because when you leave home, that's already torture enough. You miss family, you miss everybody. But then what you make, you need to pay bills in those places and stuff. It's still not enough. You stay where you are. You travel now because you want to see the world. You want to travel as a tourist,
Thank you.
just to visit,
Mm,
to see the world, to enjoy the beauty of the world and come back home, and not because you are going to find greener pastures, which are just a mirage. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So there's just so
mm,
much. So we have
mm,
Academy here, which is the online study platform. Listen,
mm,
we have everything possible. Like my sister was saying earlier on, what
mm,
Academy is offering here, we cannot describe all of it. We just want to bring somebody, an expert, who would make a full presentation of this for you to see. But what you know is when you sign to become an affiliate, you have many, many sources of income, like our team was saying last evening, right? Because as an affiliate already, you are making it big. But then because you still have that passion of nation building, you cannot stop teaching. You make lesson notes, upload on Academy, and then Mr. Mufare and his team, they advertise it on your behalf. They take it around the world, that you are sitting here like this. Do you know that this girl sitting here watching me likes to teach conversational English, and here it's it, and they just move. So they're doing that. So how does a teacher get even more than encouraged, more than motivated? Because sometimes you can find them really sad and demotivated because, after all, how much do I make? Sometimes they'll need to lie. Sometimes they'll need to do extra side businesses and stuff, or side odd jobs, just to make ends meet. Sis, take this over before I take it over. But before I go ahead, let's say thank you. Somebody has just given us a super sticker. That is our sister VC, or a brother. Thank you. Really appreciate. Thank you
okay.
so much. So please go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that I love the fact that you mentioned that, because at the end of the day, teachers need to have the extra bit to make their lives less stressful, because they are the ones that actually educate the nation. Right from nursery, a child, what you put into a child's life will
Yep.
affect that child, whether positively or negatively, as a teacher or as a lecturer, even up to university level. You understand me? So can you imagine, some of them come to the class not because, and some of them are already edgy because of things that are happening, not enough salary. So but if they have this opportunity, they don't need to, because there's some, like you said, there's some that are passionate about that. That is what they love to do. They just love to, share their knowledge with children, with any other person. And so
Mhm.
an opportunity comes with Academy, and they're able to upload their stuff there. Let me tell you something. Not only will it bless people all of globally, I'm telling you, then you will see that it will start to affect also the nations, because at the end of the day, people are getting the knowledge that they need without having to leave the comfort of their, not just homes, but nations. You understand me?
Mhm.
Such that when you do have maybe a lecturer does something online and there's a certification for it, and in this day where the world is becoming a global village, that person can be also recruited without having to leave their country. You understand?
Yeah.
And that
Mhm.
person has benefited from a lecturer or a teacher's, you know, online lessons. And so it's very important that we actually have our teachers showcase, what they do. Sometimes, there's something about the style, that teachers use in the UK and teachers use in Africa. Sometimes you find children, I found children that within UK, they don't understand the language in the class, especially when they've come also from another country, because they
Yes.
use different. It's just like when you hear subtraction, we say subtraction back home, say they'll say take away, we say add, addition, they will say, oh, minus, you understand, or no, put together. So
Yeah, yeah.
language also is another thing, and children tend to learn in their own way. So can you imagine if someone from a teacher from Africa uploads their, what do you call it, on Academy? It helps a child that has a different learning language so much, such that they are not stereotyped into a particular way, and if they don't get it, they are labeled as, oh, they're not picking up.
Mm.
You understand that they need extra support, they need extra. No, yeah, the child doesn't just understand the language, and
Yeah.
they tend to, if they have a variety of languages, a variety of the ways teachers are teaching, and it will help them a lot. I will leave it there.
Mhm. What one good thing, right? She's moving gradually to looking at what how much the institutions themselves can benefit from this. It's really sad. There was a video that went viral, maybe within our communities, because it came from my country. Sad enough, there is war back home. I'll tell you much about that on the 20th of this month. This young man is teaching ICT nowadays in the 21st century with an imaginary laptop. There's no laptop, but then the children need to study ICT, right? So he gets a stone, a rock, and puts it on the desk and is demonstrating that there's something they call a mouse. This is how you
Mm,
put the mouse. There's something they say right click, you do your finger like this. And there's something they say click, you just do this. I don't know if you are getting the picture. It's quite sad.
yes,
But
it's
then,
sad.
good
It's
news
sad.
is this: we will need to educate our institutions enough to know what Academy has to offer, combined with OConnect. And then the good
Yes.
news here is families can even afford gadgets for their children. Schools
Mm,
can finally afford gadgets for their libraries, such
mm,
that laptops and tablets should not be
mm,
imaginary. There should be
mm,
something we say, take your laptops open and do this and do that. Since I was telling you yesterday when I went to the library with my daughter, she's 8, she
mm.
sat in the library and then she just tapped because it's taking a few seconds to load. She's like, Mama, this laptop is quite old. I think I don't just like it. Is there anything different? I can't use this. I was like, put it there and use it. I was like, sit there and use it because I felt insulted because say you have no clue what children in my own
Exactly. They've
part of
not
the
even
world are
seen
going
that
through.
word at all.
In one side, that's how unfair life can be, and ignorance and
Mm,
other stuff add to it. But
mm,
then here is that opportunity. Our ecosystem is big and massive enough, and it has
mm,
everything any teacher needs to,
mm,
and every child, every student from nursery to the university need to be on that level. The
mm.
balance, what Mr. Mufara is doing here, good job. Until Lynn is on the screen because she
Yes.
always contributes to
Equality.
that,
Mm,
because every day what she says, she contributes that Okanebe is sorry, unpassive is an equalizer.
equalizer.
An equalizer
Equalizer. Yes.
because there's no more any such thing like this child come from some in the middle of somewhere in Africa or Papua New Guinea, because we
Mm,
can access all of these things.
mm,
Mr. Mufare makes it possible. So when you
mm,
are using Academy and O Connect to teach your children or to do whatever thing, all of them would be accessible, because if you have just 2G strength of your internet provision and stuff like that, when you access our product, they come with internet boost, and it raises you to 5G, and you access it stress free. So it's good news for the teachers, lecturers, for the students, for the pupils, for everybody. And so we stop making electronic gadgets imaginary. It's difficult to believe for people who don't know, but then it happens. I mean, and
It's
now as we
happening,
speak,
and
yes,
it's in this day and age, in
yeah,
the 21st
yeah, yeah.
century. We are
So,
even
so
moving closer to 22nd century. I'm
exactly,
telling you.
yeah.
Uh,
So we just had I had a few contributions. Let me hear people are contributing in my country. Teachers are regarded as the crumb of society, especially when they go on retirement. This is a great opportunity offered by me. Yes, you are very true, my dear brother Alfred. He's calling from my home though, so I know what he. I think we're speaking the same language here. So this is PG News. Academy is going to change the whole world. So that's just the thing. So there's something John Barilla said, which I wanted to put up because we're just confirming the fact
it
that,
was on. He said
yes,
something about, let me scroll whether I
that
can
our
find
teachers work
that.
really hard,
But
but they are
yes,
they're
on
not
the
under
then
respected and
affected
underpaid
and
and all
underpaid.
of those. So I
Okay.
think it's everywhere. Yeah. So
Yes, it is
yeah, Kido
everywhere.
says comfort. It means those kids can only imagine how a computer looks like. Yes,
Exactly.
it
That's
shouldn't be
what they
like
can imagine.
this.
And you see,
As
funny
said,
enough, Sister
yeah,
Comfort, we are in a global competitive society.
yeah.
Can you imagine children from back home and then children from here have to sit and actually compete with to actually go on a job interview or search for job together, and they are sitting doing
Mhm,
imaginary while
mhm.
other children already have like tablets, like carrying tablets every day. They know how to maneuver it, they know how to go on it, and we are doing imaginary stone for mouse.
That's sad.
It's-
That's really sad.
I,
Hi, Jude. Thank you for joining us today. We
I'm
can't
just
wait
looking
to have you on
forward
this
to where we
platform.
can go
Oh,
as a
sorry.
body, as a family, and just equip our schools back home with
Definitely.
with things that are needed. I'm
We
trying
will
to.
do that. We will do that. I was saying hi to Jude. She's one of ours in the UK. Thank you for joining us today, sis. So, listen, guys, this thing we are speaking here with passion because we know what people go through, right? It's just crazy to think that a child just hears like we're talking about laptops, like what's that? Because they don't know what it is. They've never touched one. They've never seen one, talk less of touching it. Esther is contributing, Kido is contributing from South Africa. My sister is an educator. She had to resign to access her funds, and she's back at teaching again. Thanks be to God, she's back. And of course, she's just back at the right time because everything will be just fine. Sometimes we are going to ignore whoever, whatever institution, and pour our hearts to our children. Teachers are people who can never stop doing their job no matter what. So we're just really very happy. Yes, sis, thank you for bringing that.
I
Yes,
found it. Yeah.
yes, from John. That thank you. So yeah, John, our brother John too is contributing. John, thank you. You're always there. Even when John misses it, he stops by even later on to have a look to see what we're doing. John, thank you so much for your continued support. Yeah, so everybody is confirming, and we all know, the importance of what teachers do in the lives of everybody can never be underestimated. So we are that kind of family that we think about everybody, and when we meet business, we go for it. I know that when it's time, we will just go for it. We just do what we're about to do, and what God has laid in our hearts. I think that we are going to change people's worlds. Truth, like our CEO says, we cannot change the whole world, but just changing one single individual's world at a time means just a lot. And so when we multiply, the ripple effect goes round and round and round and round. Things will definitely never be the same again. See, over to you.
I definitely agree with you there. There was something Anthony said there And I love to, just read that one. It says academy will be the platform to enable teachers share their gift with the world while finally are earning what they are worth. You understand
Yes,
me? So
that's just the way.
we are looking forward to that, whereby they can upload everything that some of them have so much knowledge that sometimes it's like you think, oh, how could one help this man or this woman to put what he knows and put it down such that it
Mhm.
can help a child? Because every child has a learning language, every child has a learning pattern, every child cannot learn like the other one. They are all different. And so the people like that, teachers like that, if they come and put their stuff on, upload it on academy, every child will be able to
Mhm.
access their own kind of learning style. You understand that kind of thing? And be able to really latch onto it and learn the way they love to learn. Because it's not every
Exactly.
child. Like there's some children that learn through music. You will see teachers. Have you seen some of this African what you call it on YouTube recently, where they teach ABC, but they teach ABC with our songs back home. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
children are latching onto it, not because of
exactly.
anything, but because that's their learning style. They learn through
Yep,
music. And
yep.
a child might not necessarily like Peppa Pig and the rest of it, because
Mhm.
first and foremost, it can be rude for starters. It's not part of our culture to be saying
Yeah.
naughty daddy and the rest of it. So, but some other child can learn from that. They're fine with that. But some
Mhm.
of the other children, they cannot learn. They just don't like it. But put
Mhm.
on, I had a white child with me. He loved an African one. He loved because he learned through music. You remember him, don't
Right.
you?
That's
You
true.
remember?
You
That's
know,
all he
sis.
likes to watch, just learning through music. But it was an African one. It wasn't
Mhm.
anything to do with he didn't even want to watch anything English totally. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Talking, yeah, I'm sure. Earlier on, my brother Atayim Alfred said he is planning to go back to school now to study from home through academy. Who is not planning
Yes.
out that? Hands up if you're not planning. Everybody's
I'm
planning.
planning. I'm
Listen,
planning.
yeah, sure. So that's the good thing here. Even the teachers to upgrade themselves, to even connect with teachers across the globe and stuff, like fellow teachers
Yes,
across the
and
globe, and
share
exchange.
ideas as
And
well.
yeah,
Exchange
you know what that
ideas
means?
is
The
very,
blend of
you know,
cultures and all of those actually,
yeah.
when for some reason there are certain expressions that have been going on for centuries, but then they're just coming to free or to be realized, to make sense now because of what
Mm,
Mr. Mufara is doing. For
mm.
ages we have known the expression that internet is a global village, right?
Village.
But
Mm,
it's
mm,
never been anything like what is hanging out there in the ecosystem, because
mm,
it's that global. You can really see it with with your eyes, minds. Yes, with the minds of the eyes of your mind, mind's eyes,
mm.
right? When you
In your
think of
mind of
what
the
is really
spirit.
there, you see
Yeah.
that, yeah, you see
Yeah.
the global village in there because everybody is present. There's room for everyone. That's
Everyone.
when you finally
Yes.
see it like, okay, this is
It's an
what it means when they
equalizer
say
indeed.
it is,
Mm,
yeah, this is what they say when they say it's a global village,
mm,
because there's room for everyone.
mm,
And
mm,
so we are proud enough and happy to say yes, truly we are the future of internet. Because when you think about what this is going to do to a teacher in my country, in Papua New Guinea and in places like that, you are just like, really, and if not all over the world, because John is equally accepting. Until Lynn said earlier on that teachers do very, very much for so less, and stuff like that. Everybody's complaining from all over the world, which means that teachers are those people that, oh my God, finally the time is now and it's here. So we're happy. We always like people to share this. We always emphasize the fact that this is not for entertainment. We're just presenting an opportunity. So whoever is watching, if you see a link, click on it and find out more of these things that we're talking about. Ask us more questions. There's a QR code hanging somewhere. Most of these people watching here already know what we're talking about. You can judge from their comments. So if you need help and anybody is commenting here, you feel that what they're saying is appealing to you, go back after them and ask, what did you mean by this? Believe me, they're going to help explain more. And if you need a link to have a look, they will definitely give it to you guys. So let's not always share to entertain, let's share to bless, by way of sharing together with a link that we get from the OES. So this is very important. We think about our teachers, we love them because we know what they go through. Some of us have been there, and so we know what that is, guys. It's just good news and it's happiness and it's joy when you think about what's happening. And you can only say, God bless Mr. Mufare. However, we became part of this. Only God can
Mm.
explain. And so that's why we say
Yes.
we are on a mission. We are on a mission to change the world. And I think that as a family, we are up to the task. See, I think we should be gradually rounding up. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to when Academy and Connect are going to be working hand in hand, and I can teach conversational English. You understand me? Conversational English. And not just, but I love teaching using music as well, but little I
I
love
know.
children. So I'm looking forward to some of those projects that we're going to be going into. I'm telling you, especially on the ground and also online. I'm looking forward to it. I
Exactly.
think we need to start rounding up, and then we can draw all the teachers in on passive together.
Yes, amen, amen.
Resources
You see that's the spirit, bro. I know that you know what you're talking about. He says he already has four teachers in
from
mind
him.
to
Them
whom he's
to
going
give
to
them
give
for positive. Oh
affiliate
yes.
positions. You know what that
Mm,
means? You are giving to
yes.
four teachers, but it's going to spread out to about
But
how
to
many other
millions.
hundreds of
Yes.
teachers.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
goodness about unpassive because nobody ever wants to keep it to themselves. So I think we are up to the task. It just takes doing it one at a time, like my brother is doing, you do, I do, and before we know it, listen, it's
Yes.
all out there. Yeah,
Yes. Especially if
yeah,
you know a teacher back home, it's very important that you start putting, like Brandy said yesterday, he's always making lists. He's always making one list or the other.
yeah.
Just like our brother here that already has four names on his list. You too, a teacher somewhere back home, or even in that they are not being paid well, and they're talented, they are passionate about what they do. Put them on your list, give them an affiliate position, and tell them, explains briefly to them, this is what it can do for you, this is what you
Mm-hmm.
can do with it, and this is what it can help you to you do as well, and showcase your talent, your creativity, your passion to other people, but not just but globally you know
Yes, I think Auntie Lynn is speaking here. I understand so well because I know what she's up to. And now you
Mhm,
get the reason why she's up to what she's up to when we come to
mhm.
Unpassive because her parents were
Oh,
educators. She
Keto.
is an educator and she knows exactly what this means to the world and she's
Mm,
ready for the game, sis. Yoo-hoo!
mm,
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's just around the corner, and we're as good as there. So, guys, who is joining us, and you are not aware, you don't know much about what we're discussing. Ask some questions, be it in the chat section, be it picking on anybody here who is saying something that is making sense to you, be it on the YouTube or Facebook or anywhere, Messenger, anywhere. Just reach out to us, or you click on the QR code if you find it somewhere, or you click on a link if you find it somewhere and have a go. Just walk. We always invite you to go in there, register, walk the beautiful streets of our unpassive ecosystem. That's when you understand exactly what we are talking about. So, sis, I think
I don't have
let's see.
anything more. I think we need to round up here. Apart from the fact that we've don't forget, if you're sharing the video, make sure you go to your back office, your own OES, click on copy your own link and attach it to the video and give it to someone. Okay,
Yes.
please don't share the video without either your QR code or your link. Make sure you attach your link to the video and send it to another teacher. As we've talked about teachers and lecturers today, make sure you send it to them if you want to, when you are doing that. For those that already have people in mind that they want to get an affiliate position for, also make sure you attach your link to the video and send it to them, just for it to start soaking in, for them to start, it's like watering their mouths, using the appetizer, we call it.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. Somebody is talking to us right from my city, guys. The city where I grew up in. What does this mean to me? Oh God, nostalgia. Thank you, bro, for joining. Now for you today, half of Bakwa. All right, guys. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time today, we have another massive session of Q&A. Our question bank is full and rolling over, and we are ready for you. Come on, come on, come on. So if you come and you have pressing questions, we can hold the ones we have here and attend to those. If it's where we're out of time, we put them on the add them to the bank and then bring them up the next session. But today is going to be another massive one, and believe me, the team is warming up. They're ready for it. So do not miss out. Go ahead and subscribe. Click on the bell so that you don't miss out on any opportunity. It's always good to start from the beginning so that you get it all and you layer it up. So when you come in every day, you come on time, the layering, everything lays up well, and then and before you know it, you are just like this because you are well equipped and empowered to face this journey. Thank you guys. See you soon with much love from us. Bye.
Bye.